That's a great beginner.
It's a great beginner bourbon. It doesn't have the flavor profile that I'm looking for. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's as complex.
Yeah, it's light, and that's why I went with this one, because this one gave me more.
I'm your host, Jeff Sart. We're going to take you behind the scenes with the craft distillers who are pouring their heart and soul into crafting the next version of America's spirit. This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers. On this Friday blind tasting challenge, I put the venerable Buffalo Trace up against one of our new favorites, Rush Creek Distilling. The big human has no idea what he is trying. It's truly a blind tasting, a shelfer versus a craft. Watch the episode to see if the OG Buffalo Trace wins or if the craft Rush Creek Distilling takes the prize. Welcome to this episode of the Great American Whiskey Cookers. We are doing a craft versus shelfer challenge. He's the big human. I'm Jeff. Kirk is behind the camera. If you haven't already, like us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, like, subscribe, ring the bell. And again, huge shout out to Chris Parsley for this table that he donated to us and made for us.
Beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful. So here's what we got going on. We were challenged by a viewer. Like, hey, let's do some more craft versus shelfer challenges. Shelfers are anything that's going to be, you're going to find in almost every store, and it's going to be probably 30 bucks-ish or less.
Yeah.
In some cases, it's like less than 20. The craft, however, is going to be anywhere from 50, 60 bucks to 100, $120. So then we're going to see whether or not the craft can beat out a shelfer.
Oh, this takes me right back.
There's some grain on it.
Yeah, it takes me right back.
But it's, so this reminds me of, you know when you're shucking corn, getting ready to make sweet corn?
Yeah.
And you pull those husks off of it, and it's got that fresh grain, that sweetness from it, from sweet corn?
I got that, but I'm going right past it. I'm going to where we're sitting down in Franklin, Tennessee, or Franklin, Kentucky. Smelling their mash bill.
So I put these together.
Oh.
We have no idea. They were poured for us off camera. Go ahead and try it. I gave Kirk a list of like 10 different challenges. I have no idea. We don't know what's in front of us here. I matched up by proof and as close as I could by mash bill. So a wheated against a wheated or a high rye against a high rye. But other than that, price point didn't matter.
Wow.
What are you thinking? It's got that pot still kind of funkiness that I really enjoy because it's fun. Because you never know where it's going to go.
It's got a sweetness to it.
It does.
The nose to me is better than the palate.
It's
and
got
the finish is very short.
That's what I have. I have a very short finish. I mean, it's gone.
Yeah. It takes me back to basically Franklin, Kentucky.
Really?
That mash bill, that smell of their mash.
When we were in the Rick House at Casey Jones?
No, at Lincoln Pinch.
Gotcha.
That's who that reminds me of.
Oh, okay.
Smell.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah,
everybody else's mash bill was a little bit different, but that's what I got off of that one.
I can see that.
I loved it. I mean, I love that
Yeah,
smell.
you did like that. I mean, you like that, and you like the cast strength one the most.
Yeah. But that's where that one was not a cast strength. That was pretty light.
Ooh, I like the nose on this one a whole lot better. The nose on this one is sweeter to me. This one's more earthy, but the nose on this one is sweeter. It's got like that buttery caramel.
Yeah, the brown caramel, the brown butter.
Yeah.
I loved the nose on this one. This one, that's to me, when I go to have my experience at basically when I visit a distillery, that's the smell that I get.
That's what you're going for?
Now, after that, it kind of let me down.
Okay.
This one here, all the way through, the sweetness came across. It's a nice light on the palate. So, and it's a very short, it coats the tongue very well though. It's with that sweetness.
Yeah, it does. I'm torn on both of these because I like the grain on A.
Yeah.
Right? Which you would get from a craft.
Yeah.
I like that kind of graininess that's coming through and that sweetness.
Well, you know why? It's because of Quaker Oats.
Good.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
Downtown Cedar Rapids
yeah, that
is what
oatmeal?
this smells. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah. I love that smell.
oh. Okay, you got to pick. Which one are you going with? Second pour. You can get a second pour of one of these. Which one are you going with? I'm torn on both of these. You're going to go with A.
Yep.
You go with copper.
The nose does it for me, even though it doesn't transfer all the way. That to me, that nose, I could just sit there and sniff it all damn night long. I don't care. That to me is,
Yeah,
I'll just sniff one all night long. I don't care. I'm fine.
you're fine.
I'm fine. Right there.
I hate-
Are you gonna get? Oh no way! Come on.
I just hate agreeing with you.
What?
You know that.
How? I for sure thought you were going there.
I like B. However, B is a little bit more pedestrian for me.
Okay.
It's-
I can see that.
It doesn't have.
That's a great beginner.
It's a great beginner, but yeah, bourbon. It doesn't have the flavor profile that I'm looking
complexity.
for. Yeah, there's no. It doesn't seem like it's as complex.
Yeah, it's
So-
light, and that's why I went with this one because
Yeah.
this one gave me more.
Yeah, that's. I find the flavors in this one more inviting
Yep.
than I do in B.
Yep.
All right,
Same
Kurt.
way.
So we didn't choose B. What's B? Here's what we didn't choose. Buffalo Trace.
It's not like he has not been drinking it either.
90 proof. That's the Buffalo Trace. We chose the craft. What did I pair up against? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Rush Creek. They're straight bourbon. They're yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Mark, Todd, Jeff, congratulations. You guys are knocking it out of the park. I love this bourbon. As you can tell, I've been drinking it. I haven't touched this in forever. Matter of fact, this is going to the bottle kill night, I think, just because I'm tired of drinking it. But yeah, so Rush Creek is out of Harvard, Illinois, not the Harvard University on the East Coast, but Harvard, Illinois. Look it up, Google it, it's real.
Yeah, it's a nice little small town.
Yeah,
Small community.
exactly. And this is a 25% wheat, I think is what this is. Proof-wise, I think they're like right on line. I think they're both at 90 proof.
You know, that's interesting. When we were there, I didn't get that smell as far as of their mash build.
No?
No, I didn't get that, but it took me right down to Kentucky. So, I mean, it's in Illinois, but yet it still smelled like Kentucky.
And so most people don't know this, right? But Illinois was a huge player in the whiskey industry. I mean, Seagram's was there, and in Indiana, and you had just the Seagram's plant there. But Illinois was a big player in the whiskey industry, and it was a big crossroads. So there's all sorts of history that's just kind of not really talked about a whole lot when it comes down to it. But Illinois was a big player in the whiskey industry. So, but yeah, this is again craft whiskey. Love it. That's
very
awesome.
good.
Yeah, he's the big human. Kirk's behind the camera. I'm Jeff. Like us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, better yet. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. We'd really appreciate it. Go to Patreon, become a member. Till next time, if you can't be good,
Be good at it.
see ya. We have a friendly challenge for the OG whiskey tubers. As you just watched, we picked the craft over the shelfer. So we're curious if you OG whiskey tubers would pick the same in the same blind, of course. If you want to play, simply send us a DM on Facebook or comment here on YouTube, and we'll send you a sample of each. Yes, we know you likely have the shelfer, but you would then know which is which, and that would defeat the idea of doing it blind. So here's the rules. You have to try it blind. You have to film it. You have to open the envelope with the key on camera. You have to be honest. Then you have to post the video. This is not about picking which one is craft and which one isn't. The choice you have to make and answer is which one do you want a second pour of. This challenge is going out to SLB Drinks, Bruzel, ADHD Whiskey, Mash and Drum, The Bourbon Junkies, Fred Minnick, Whiskey Weather, It's Bourbon Night, The Bourbon Judge, and of course, Randy and Wes at Bourbon Real Talk. So, if you guys are willing to play and explore some other craft whiskeys, give us a shout.